Hello, today I welcome you to my world of watches, and in this video I'm going to show you pretty much everything about this Parnis Daytona. Let's see what it's all about. Disclaimer, today we are going to take a look at a very heavy Rolex Daytona homage, so if you're not into them, click off this video now. Since you're still here, let me show you one heck of a watch. So if you want a 116500LN Daytona, you're currently looking at somewhere around $21,000 to $27,000. Personally, I don't have that much money. You probably don't have that much money if you're watching this video, but there's a solution. The Parnis Daytona, all yours for $80. If you use coupons, even less. I have ordered this one on 11/11 AliExpress sale. Really just wanted to see how good or bad it actually is. It has gained quite a following over the years. I believe they introduced themselves in 2005. Well, some people hate Parnis, some people don't. There are quite some things to mention, so I would suggest you watch the whole video before deciding to buy. Okay, let's quit talking and let's see the watch. Let's start off with the package. To be honest, I expected it to come in a plastic bag, but it actually came in a rather nice and simple looking box. Nothing too bombastic, cardboard, Parnis in the middle. Inside there is a warranty booklet, a little tag, and the watch itself. It came in these two bags and was wrapped in a lot of tape. They really made sure that the watch doesn't get scratched or damaged in any way. So as always, we'll go through the dimensions, design, functions, and at last some negatives that I found. Honestly, I did expect it to be a little bit bigger. We got 38.5 millimeters in diameter, 13.2 millimeters thick, 20 millimeter lug width. The bracelet tapers down to 16 millimeters and sized up for my 7-inch wrist, weighs around 122 grams. Let's start off with the bracelet. All 316L stainless steel, polished center links as well as the sides, and the rest is brushed. Both brushing and polishing are done quite well, no complaints there. Solid end links and screw-in links, which is very nice. The clasp has a Parnis engraved, double pushers, decent clasp, but we'll talk more about it later. Simple case back cover. The case itself is 316L stainless steel as well, polished all throughout. Polishing is again very nice, although attracts a lot of fingerprints. Pushers are very well made, they have a nice grip to them. Sadly, no signed crown, but I believe Parnis doesn't even have their own logo. Black ceramic tachymeter bezel. The numerals on it are actually engraved, not only printed on. The print could be better. Overall, it does look nice, and I'll explain what the tachymeter bezel is for later. Now, let's get to the dial. It is covered by a flat sapphire crystal. They made a very good job on the dial. The little details really astounded me, such as silver rings around the subdials, which play beautifully with the light. Also, they have a texture on them, which I'm not sure if I'll be able to pick up. All of the hour indices are put perfectly into place. There are no printing mistakes from what I see. Nice set of silver hands, and there's a black line going through a minute and hour hands. The dial has a kind of blasted texture, so when you look at it, it has this kind of gradient. The lume is close to non-existent, fades quickly. Okay, now let's go through the functions. This watch houses a Seiko VK64 Mecha Quartz movement, so the seconds hand at 6 o'clock ticks and the long chronograph sweeps, as you will see in just a moment. But the interesting thing is that it has a date complication, and this watch, because of the design, doesn't. And when you pull out the crown to the first position, you can hear the date window click. And since we are at first position, let's pull the crown once more, and as you can see, the seconds hand stops, and now you can set the time. The subdial at 3 is a 24-hour indicator, also works well. So if you want to use the chronograph function, you have to unscrew the pushers. The top one starts it. The 60-minute indicator at 9 shows you how much time has passed, and the bottom one resets it. Because it's Mecha Quartz and not full quartz, the chrono hand gets back in place immediately rather than going around. And as I said, this watch has a tachymeter bezel. Let me show you how it works. So let's say you're watching a drag race and you want to find out how fast one car is going. You start the chrono and the car finishes 1 kilometer distance in 30 seconds. That means that the average speed of the car is approximately 120 kilometers per hour. I'm not sure if you're ever going to use this function. I know that I won't, but hey, it's there. Now let's see the negatives that I found. Pretty much all of the negatives are on the bracelet. First and the biggest one is the clasp. It is completely out of place. Big, fat and bulky. I would suggest you changing it right out the way. The second thing is this link, which gets stuck so easily. Really bothers me when wearing. Maybe it needs some time to loosen up. And the last thing is really just the design, but I don't like the polished surfaces. Scratches up so fast. I wore it a couple of times and as you can see, it already has some marks. Also attracts fingerprints like mad and you constantly have to wipe it off with something. So that is pretty much it about this watch. I really like the presence that it gives off when I glance at it. I immediately feel a sense of luxury there. As I've said, all of the silver parts on the dial as well as the ceramic bezel plays with the light beautifully. Now, one very important thing to say is that the official Parnis website claims that the watches they sell there are better quality than the ones that come from resellers like AliExpress, but then again, the price difference is kind of big. On the website, the watch costs 130 euros and on AliExpress around 72 euros. And I don't think that there's this much of difference in quality. So yeah, this watch has pluses and minuses, but overall I was very impressed. And if I missed anything or got something wrong, feel free to comment down below. And if you like my video, please leave a like and also subscribe to the channel. And also hit that little bell so you'll get notified when I upload a new video. And now thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.